Physics. Boring equations and unintelligible ideas. That's what I would say if I never knew physics in the first place. Physics is a complete opposite of monotonous, though it requires hard work. It's basically creativity. How do we know about quantum physics? We were creative with the double slit experiment. How do we know about the most fundamental equations of motion? Newton was curious and he was able to formulate them. Physics was never the mindless equations that consume people. It's the ingenuity and the complete curiosity shaping our world in ways that we didn't even know was possible. Yet, so many people are stuck hating physics. So, in this video, we are going to peel back the layers and dive deep into ways to start loving physics. Number 1. You don't need to know everything already. I've heard from engineers how stressful their work was in college. The workload was dramatically increased since high school, and the tests were way harder than expected. Yet, the professors assumed that you knew everything already. Spoiler alert, it's okay not to. The most important part is that you stay creative and hardworking. Never stress yourself about what's to come. Be focused on what is. Everyone has a different journey, and even if you've just started or you're a learned scholar, there's always more to learn, and there are always problems to be solved. Number 2, don't memorize or don't understand. Then what are you supposed to do? Visualize and derive. This is a method that's helped me love physics as much as ever, and the single greatest method I've used to enjoy physics. Here's how it works. Imagine yourself as a brilliant scientist who needs to create this equation that you're learning. How would you go about doing it? What steps would you take? In a lot of classes, you need to know how to derive equations, and I found that visualizing yourself to be a great scientist is the key to not getting frustrated, because this stuff happens to scientists all the time. They fail, then they regroup, then they fail, and they keep failing until they succeed. Being a scientist was never easy, but it was never something monotonous. So next time you don't understand something, visualize and derive. Trust me, it will change your life. Number 3, model real-world objects. This is the greatest way to train your physics creativity. I've used this tool countless times, and every time I use it, it feels more magical than before. Here's how to do it. Take some time out of your day, not to solve problems, but to go into nature with a notebook and a pen. Remember, we're trying to ignite your fire for physics. So go anywhere that has a little bit of nature. If you live in a city, try to find a park or a river near you. If not, just go outside. Find something simple like a leaf falling in the sky. Try to turn it into a physical system. With whatever you know, try to work with its motion. But you might ask me, well, what about electrical students or other students? My answer would be that physics originated from mechanical physics. Learning about the physical world around us. When you see an amazing sight in nature, you wonder how it's possible, and this is curiosity. Curiosity stems from nature. So, to become curious and enthusiastic, connect yourselves to nature. It's okay if you can't model something exactly. That's not the point. The point is to use your imagination to model these things. These 3 tips are my guide to loving physics. I use them almost every day, and when I don't feel like it, the 3rd tip always helps me. Integrate these tips into your schedule, and I can almost guarantee that you'll love physics at least a tiny bit more. Be curious like a child, the world needs more of it. Bye!